Spurgeon here with RevZilla, and today we're going to take a look at the AGV Sport Blade Gloves available at RevZilla.com. So from AGV Sport, what you're getting is a little bit more of a lifestyle piece with the blade gloves. Think 2 to 3 season hot weather, spring, summer, and fall. There's no insulation here. There's perforation in the back of the hand, so you're not going to want to push it too far into the colder months of the year. Now, this is a style that we've seen done with some other brands. AGV Sport takes a slightly different take on it, and the main thing that we're going to see it's different is they're actually going to run a snap closure over top of the YKK zips at the back of the hand, which is how you get in and out of this particular glove. Now, from a sizing standpoint, sizes will range from a small to a 2XL, and it's an American fit. Typically in a European glove, I'm running a 2XL. For my American fit gloves, I size down to an XL, and there's no surprises here. I fit just fine in an extra large in the blade glove from AGV Sport. Now, if we're looking throughout AGV Sport's line, there's really nothing else from their gloves that really compares to this. This is really going to be their first glove as they're pushing into more of a lifestyle look from the blades. And again, around that $60 price point, you are getting full leather construction with hard knuckle protection at the back of the hand. So let's go ahead and break this down. Now, the first thing we're going to talk about is we work to the back of the hand. We talked just a minute ago about how they're differentiating themselves with this closure. The one real nitpick that I have here is the snap goes right over your ulna. I mean, smack dab over here. So if you do crash, I can see this causing potential pain. As you go down, you smash into the ground. That's going to push right in there. I don't mind this. I just wish they would have either done Velcro or maybe pushed the snap back a little bit in either direction so it wasn't sitting right over top of the ulna. Now, as we open this up, like I showed you earlier, full YKK zips for getting in and out, and then you do have accordion stretch, a massive amount of accordion stretch at the back of the hand, and then you do have a floating knuckle. Now, the one thing to note here is that the floating knuckle works okay. I wish that they wouldn't have sewn the leather down. You can see how it kind of stretches when you're in the full position because of the fact that they sewed this and they stitched this down. So it kind of just detracts a little bit from the floating knuckle aspect of this. But what you have to kind of counterbalance that is you have a massive amount of accordion stretch at the back of the 3 fingers and then another little piece at the back of the pinky as well. And it's done in a neoprene, so the neoprene's already stretchy. And then when you throw that accordion stretch in there, it just works for a maximum flexibility standpoint. Now, the other thing to note is you can see the massive amount of perforation in the back of the hand. There is going to be reflective on the back of the hard knuckles, and it's a little bit hard to see because they only see it where that perforation comes through. So if you look very closely at the perforation, there is going to be what they're claiming reflective underneath there. I don't know exactly how reflective this would be in a true riding situation, only because we tried it with the old flash of the camera trick, and it was, very difficult to see where that reflectivity was coming through. Now, as we take a look at the inside of the palm, the one thing that I would have loved to have seen is a touchscreen fingertip, at least on the index finger. We're seeing more and more manufacturers get into this. Everybody's using a cell phone and a motorcycle. So for a glove around the $60 price point, we're now starting into that price point where you start to expect to see things like a touchscreen fingertip, maybe on the next iteration of these gloves. Working our way through the palm, like I said earlier, it is a full leather construction back and front. Perforation running down. You do have reinforcements along the inside of the index and the thumb, which is nice to have that little bit of extra reinforcement there. And then you are getting an extra layer of reinforcement at the palm on this. Nothing in the way of padding. So there's no padding or anything here, just that extra layer of leather to keep the glove together in the event of a crash. And then a little bit of elastication around the base of the wrist. So for those of you out there looking for more of a lifestyle glove from AGV Sport, the blade is definitely heading in a new direction for them. And if you want to hear more about what other riders have to say about the blade that they're currently using on their ride, you can always click the info button on your desktop or mobile device, which will allow you to read other rider reviews from folks that are already out there putting this glove through its paces. Now, if you have more questions for one of our gear geeks as to which pair of gloves is right for you, your riding style, your motorcycle, give them a shout, 877-792-9455, or simply shoot over an email to cs@revzilla.com. Thank you for joining us for this look at the AGV Sport Blade Gloves. I'm Spurge. Enjoy the ride.